XLM holders, stellar believers, it has been a minute and welcome back. I'm Molt Money. Here we talk about financial news in the financial markets. So if you like talking about money and want to know how to make it in these markets, please go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell below. As I said, it's been a minute since I've put out an XLM video. Now, it's not to say that I have lost any faith in this cryptocurrency. To be quite frank, the price has been very flat and the technical analysis has been kind of there with the cryptocurrency market. We see that we're down just slightly on the day for the crypto market, and we are up just slightly at 0.11%. Very, very flat for this particular coin. However, again, I have not lost an ounce of faith. In fact, I'm ever so much more bullish, and I'm going to point that out here in just a minute. But I want to point this out right now. We're down a little bit. Yeah, we're down 16% on the week, but sitting at 35 cents, we called it back at 26 cents. That was our bottom, right? We trended up and now we are doing this consolidation move. And I do see us further moving up as the cryptocurrency market begins to get that rapid adoption. We see what happened with the Staples Center today in Los Angeles is now going to be called the crypto.com arena. And this is a 20-year contract. So this is not just some small deal. Imagine the amount of eyes, which will be in the thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions over that 20 years that are going to see crypto.com arena and the amount of new funds and investors that are going to be on board with this market. So if you think that you're late to the cryptocurrency market, if anyone tells you that you're late to the cryptocurrency market, do not believe that. That's a complete scam. We are still in infancy stages, but we are growing rapidly. So now is the time to get in. Moving over to Twitter, this is what I wanted to point out. Now, if you haven't followed me already on Twitter, I keep you up to date on stellar developments as well as other cryptocurrency developments and stocks from time to time. But I'm at Molt Money, so if you haven't followed me already, go ahead and do so, and I'll give you that exclusive information as it comes out. Now, MoneyGram and SDF, Stellar Development Foundation, have hit the first major milestone in the partnership by launching a live cash-in, cash-out pilot in the US. Absolutely huge. So we covered this in detail in some of my past videos about how monstrous of a deal it was for Stellar and MoneyGram to come together in this partnership. And this is just the gift that keeps giving. But I want to show this video because this is a gentleman who really does a fine job of explaining this integration. I'm going to go ahead and play the video. That's all I got for you today, and I will see you in the next video.
Hello everyone, my name is Jake Urban and I'm a senior software engineer here at the SDF. Today I'm going to show you how to cash in and cash out of USDC using MoneyGram and the Lobster wallet. I should note that this is a pilot for Lobster, MoneyGram, and SDF employees, but this will be available publicly in 2022. Let's get started. As you can see, I'm at the home page of the Lobster mobile app, and I'm going to open up the sidebar menu and select Buy USDC. Lobster has now opened up a MoneyGram hosted deposit window, and I'm going to deposit $200 cash to get 200 USDC on Stellar. I'm currently in Minnesota, so I'll select that for the state. Next, I'll need to find a MoneyGram cash agent I can use to drop off cash, so I'll enter my zip code and see what's close by. Looks like there's one about a mile away. MoneyGram is showing my details of my transaction, and since it all looks good, we're just going to continue. And now since I've already entered my KYC details in a prior transaction, MoneyGram allows me to update my address if necessary, but I don't have to here, so we're just going to keep moving. Now I need to enter my ID number, which will be checked by a MoneyGram agent when I arrive at the location to drop off cash. This is an important step because MoneyGram uses your ID to match with the transaction, so whenever you go to a MoneyGram location, make sure you bring your ID with you. And here's a summary of the transaction. You can see that I'll be providing cash and receiving 200 USDC on Stellar. This looks good, so I'm just going to submit the transaction. And we're done. Now I can go to the MoneyGram location I selected, show my ID, and drop off my cash. I'll see USDC in my wallet before I even leave the agent location. Okay, now that we've deposited cash for USDC with MoneyGram, let's take a look at how withdrawing USDC for cash works. First, I'm going to go to the Assets menu and select USDC. I've already made a few deposits, so I have a balance, and below the Send and Receive options, you'll see that Lobster has Cash In and Cash Out with MoneyGram buttons. Let's cash out. Now we're going to withdraw or cash out $200 from my USDC balance, and we'll enter the state we'd like to pick up the cash. Now, this time, MoneyGram doesn't ask me to select a cash out location because MoneyGram enables me to go to any location in the state to cash out. The amount and fee look good there, so let's continue. My personal information also hasn't changed, so we'll move on from this screen as well. Now, all I have to do is enter my ID information. I'm sure you've noticed by now that the cash out experience is very similar to cash in. The transaction summary looks great, so let's submit it. Okay, MoneyGram is ready to receive my USDC, so let's close this window and send the funds. Once MoneyGram gets my USDC, which should take about 5 seconds, I'll get a reference number, and I can take that to any cash out agent in the state. Looks like our funds were sent. Let's take a look at the transaction and see our reference number. And there it is. All I have to do now is go to a MoneyGram cash agent and show them my ID and reference number to get my cash.